Alright, so as you guessed, there's multiple boards to the power supply. Everybody's gonna know that. It's not just one main board. So what I've been working on for the past couple of days is a new main power board, which is this ginormous thing. It's been a real challenge. It's a double-sided board. This is a beast of a board. It's unregulated because there are some cases where I need unregulated, or don't really need unregulated, but it's useful to have unregulated power coming in. So this board, as you can see, was our main power board, but it has these for the transformers. So the transformers weren't actually mounted to this board. This board was a rectification and regulation board. As you can see, it's plus or minus 12. There's a couple more 12s in there. This guy erupted, so we couldn't use that supply anymore, so we stopped using him. This one was used. This one was the driver supply, because he'll supply an amp. So we'll need to get that onto the next other board. But we're trying to reduce the board count. We've got power board, the driver board, we've got the bank trigger board, we've got the bank fire board. So we'll need to get these two integrated, and then we've got the main control. This is what actually does all the magic. So these will have to become semi-integrated into another board at some point here, but the first step was to get power going. And this is a mess because it's 120, 220 selectable, and then it has a delay because the switchers are pulling in so much current it pops the circuit breaker. So we have a soft start with a thermistor, and of course it's on the wrong side. The thermistor is right over here. So we have a soft start thermistor. So we have two hot lines, help line and the get out of my face line. No, we have two hot lines and a neutral and a ground. So one of the hot lines is a soft start and the other hot line is a full power. It bypasses the thermistor. So the relay circuit here connects these traces here. It bridges the AC in, and on the relay here, he doesn't care if it's 120 or 220 because you're going to configure the switchers for 120 or 220. So and the contact normally closed will be the soft start, and then once the delay time is up, it'll close the relay, and then we'll be at full power. And we also have a trigger circuit for a 12-volt lamp that's going to be on the face of the power supply. So the power supply is going to tell you when it's ready, when the delay is timed out. Additionally to that, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a disconnector relay on the base to the base drive on the pass regulator, and that way you can't pull, and you can't even, the power supply won't even be on because the base supply will be completely disconnected from the regulator assembly entirely. I might just disconnect the 12 volt. I could do that too, but that way you're not going to be trying to pull 30-40 amps when we're in standby mode in the pull-up sequence, and that'll protect the power supply. We'll also tell the user, hey, you can't just turn this thing on and you can't just have it off in a load, turn it on, and then it's got to boot first. So now we're waiting for fuse holders. I need to get some fuse holders in. And this board does the delay, does the AC, does the DC, has the fans, has a lamp control, the 220, 120 config, and has a power for the control circuitry, and it's got 2 power sources for the DMM chips. And I don't want to deal with those right now. I'm trying to look ahead for the nightmare that's going to be. I haven't got the DMM chip working successfully yet, so that's going to be fun. I might just have to go with its cousin, the 7107, instead if the 7135 doesn't feel like cooperating. I'd like to use a 7135, but if it doesn't feel like cooperating, then and it's just going to waste my time, then we'll have to go with the 7107. I'd rather not. 7107 is a great chip. It's easy to use, but the 35 seems to be like it's giving me trouble. So we'll have to see how that goes. Anyway, let's wrapping this up. Power board's nearly complete. We need some status LEDs and fuse holders, and there's a couple of jumpers, and we need to make sure the 12 volt circuit for the lamp works, and then everything will be happy. So we'll get on that and knock it out.